I think it's just as important in the early stages that the students are aware that there are multiple sounds you can get out of all these things. And providing, for me, it was always really important. Um, I tried not to. I wasn't always great on this because in the course of rehearsal, you hear a sound and you just like gravitate to like that's not right. But you know, usually I would try to just give a kid an opportunity to like, hey, I just need you to go in the practice room and can you come back with like four different crash cymbal sounds, or can you just go and experiment with like, okay, where is the crest of this cymbal gonna be, or hey, can you come back with like three or four different like triangle sounds, and so as a teacher, you need to also just be aware that sometimes they just need the freedom to experiment a little bit and know that they're not gonna as long as you set it up, they're gonna do what you ask them to do, but they may have never even thought that some of those different tone qualities were a, an option until you were like, I need you to come back with three different triangle sounds, and maybe that's a beater issue, maybe that's a striking area issue, and so they would you have to kind of set up those opportunities for them to experiment. And then a lot of times what I would just do is especially for me, like triangle and crash cymbals, just they go right to the core because you have like one chance to get it right all the time. And so I would just, a lot of times we'll go and I'm like, okay, what did you come up with? And especially like for triangle, and then it's also good to train the wind players to recognize those different sounds. And then we would just like, okay, which one did you like? Oh, we like that one because it's with the flute part or whatever. And you can create like a dialogue that also helps the percussionist create better sounds and more artistic and more musical sounds. But it also adds a layer of awareness from the winds if everyone's involved in that discussion.